And it goes a little something like.
So first you need your stencil. I got this from cuttingedgestencils.com. It cost me about $50 with shipping. It's called the Tea House Trellis. They always have some kind of a sale, usually like a 20% off on their website. If you want to check them out, they have tons of different options. This is the one that I liked. Of course, you need tape for your walls to protect the parts you're not painting. You need your foam roller as well as a dish for the paint. And of course, you need your actual roller. You do need to pick the paint of your choice. My paint choice was the Rustoleum Metallic Accents. The color I believe is called Seashell. It looks white in the bottle but came out pretty silver looking, which is the look I was actually going for. I got this on Amazon.com, I believe. Here's a better look at my stencil, just so you can see what it looks like. It also comes with a little corner piece that I didn't get much use out of. I do use it in one part and you'll see that, but I didn't really use it too much. It also comes with instructions, you know, showing you how to line it up if you need a little extra help there. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is line your stencil up to the wall. Make sure that you are laying it flat. As you will see, I am kind of pressing it out before I tape it so that it's flat on the wall. That's to help prevent bleeding. If it's not completely flat, then it could bleed underneath the cutouts and you want to avoid that. Now you just want to roll your paint on. Try not to make your roller too wet. That's also to help prevent bleeding. And just take your time. I use this smaller roller to give me a little bit more control. Again, just take your time and get it to the saturation level that you prefer. As you'll see in the next clip, I ended up doing 2 coats of this because the first coat was just a little too light for my liking. I wanted it to be pretty bright. So you'll see coming up, I'm going to do a second coat. But this is totally optional. Obviously, you can do it as bright or as light as you prefer. This is my second coat. Again, you just want to take your time and try not to go over the edges. I took the stencil off while the paint was wet because I wasn't sure if it would peel off if I let it dry there. Here's where I tried the corner piece. Again, I didn't get much use out of it, maybe because I had a bigger space than the size of the corner piece. Maybe if the space was smaller. But for this piece, I would just suggest, again, take your time, make sure that the stencil is flat, and definitely just go slow because you don't want to pass the edges, otherwise you're gonna mess up the wall. I didn't end up using it in any other parts because it was more hassle than it was worth, and it didn't give me a whole lot of help. Here I am moving down the wall, and again, you just want to make sure it's flat. You want to wait until your first one dries because, as you can see, I taped it pretty close to where I already painted, and you don't want to mess up what you already painted. And you just kind of keep going until you get to the end of the wall. At the end of the wall, if your wall isn't high enough or long enough to fit the whole stencil, you can try to roll it in at the bottom and kind of tuck it in and paint it that way. That's a little difficult without having 2 people I'll show you in the next clip what I ended up doing in order to make it fit in the corners. So what I ended up doing, I ended up cutting the stencil, which I really don't recommend if you plan to use it again, because obviously it's going to be ruined. But here you can see in my little corner piece here how it came out. But I ended up cutting the stencil, like I said, because I know I'm not going to use it for any other projects, but it's pretty expensive. So if you feel you could reuse it, then don't cut it. I would suggest maybe getting someone to help you to hold it, but this is what I did. So this is what it looked like. I lost my footage of me painting the corner pieces, so I'm just showing you how it turned out. So you see it's cut off at the bottom there. I cut that part off and just used the part that was left over to paint it. But this is basically what it came out looking like. This is the final look, guys. I really love it. It came out really nice, and it goes really well with what I had in mind for my room. Let me know what you think. Is this something that you would try? Please don't forget to like and subscribe and click the notification bell if you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comment section what you think about it. Let me know how I did. This is my first YouTube video. I'm very excited about it. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you watching. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe and click the notification bell so you'll be notified every time that I upload a new video. Thank you, guys.